last segment of seed stitch is complete, and it's time to bind off. If you recall, we began by casting on using a chain stitch. Trying to turn it so you can see the chains. So we would like our bind off to match. There are a number of ways to get a chain stitch looking bind off, and I'm just going to show you one of many of them. You can use the one you want. The first thing I'm going to do this time is lift off all the stitches onto a knitting needle, because it's a little bit easier to work your crochet hook, if that's what you're using, into stitches without the loom present. And it's real easy to get these off onto a needle. Okay, loom out of the way. Now, since I'm right-handed, I would rather use my crochet hook in my right hand and work from the right. So I've turned everything so that my yarn tail is at the right and my first stitch to come off is at the right. I'm going to lift it off, make a chain through it. Next stitch. You may notice that this might be the logical way to insert the crochet hook. It would be the simplest, but because of the way I pop the stitches off, that would twist it a little bit, and it wouldn't be all that noticeable, but I'd rather avoid that twisted look. So I'm just picking them up basically from the back. I wasn't thinking about how I loaded them onto the needle. I just loaded the simplest way. I want to control my tension on my chain stitches so as not to pull in the edge, but also not to make it sloppy. And that's quite simple to do using this method. Then once we've got this all bound off, all we have to do is weave in ends, and we'll do that in the next video and have a look at our completed scarf. I think I'm really going to enjoy mine. I hope you feel the same about yours. This yarn is very soft and pleasant to work with, so I know it's going to be pleasant to wear. And I have already succeeded in hand washing other things made with this yarn, so that's a good sign too. Things do get dirty. The nice thing here is when I take a look at it, if I don't care for it in some way, I can redo it. But I actually think, let me orient it so you can see, I actually think I got a nice even stitch across the end that does not distort it. That's what we were going for.